We know Peter Dinklage's role in Avengers Infinity War. We are just 1 week away from Infinity War, and somehow it's still surprising us with insanely cool casting announcements. Maybe that shouldn't be such a shock, considering this is a movie with 76 main characters. Now, before we even go a step further, we should warn you, this episode of Nerdist News is a minefield of spoilers, so spoiler warning. In the last few days alone, we've discovered that Carrie Coon, Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Samuel L. Jackson would all be popping up. They're just making it harder and harder to dispute that whole most ambitious crossover ever claim, but one casting secrets the filmmakers have been trying their damnedest to keep under wraps is Peter Dinklage. Not that he's in the film, we've known that for a long time, but who the heck he would be playing. Originally, fans suspected he would be playing Pip the Troll, a diminutive member of the Infinity Watch known for drinking, cavorting with women, and just all-around roguish behavior. So basically, Tyrion 2.0. A little on the nose if you ask us. Ew, such a good joke. But before you accuse those fans of trying to typecast Dinklage, they did have some evidence backing them up. Back in January of last year, photos leaked of the Emmy-winning actor getting his hair dyed bright red in a New York City salon. Given that Pip is also a redhead, you can understand why people might jump to that conclusion. People like us, even. Nerdist News may have been a player in spreading the whole Peter is Pip rumor. But now we're thinking we may have to take that one back, because when asked about Dinklage's role in a recent interview, directors Joe and Anthony Russo said, "We'll recognize him. It may take you a beat or two, but you'll certainly recognize him." Now, Dinklage is a pretty recognizable presence on screen in and of himself, which means if it's going to take us a beat or two to recognize him, he's probably going to be buried underneath a lot of special effects. He could literally be playing any unclaimed character from the Marvel canon at this point, and we think we may have actually pinpointed which one. In an interview on Good Morning America yesterday, Anthony Mackie showed off a clip of him and his fellow Avengers taking on the Black Order, Thanos' team of adopted children. One of them is Proxima Midnight, who we already know is being played by Carrie Coon, but at the end of the clip, we hear one of the other Black Order members utter these words.
Get up again.
Yes, kind of weaker and more pathetic than we usually expect from Dinklage, but that's definitely his baritone voice uttering those weak and pathetic words. Now, previously, we had heard that a mix of mocap veterans and voice actors would be playing 3 of the 4 members of the Black Order. And now, after hearing those 2 words uttered by Thanos' right-hand man, we believe that Peter Dinklage is voicing Corvus Glaive. So who exactly is Corvus Glaive? In the comics, he's the adopted child of Thanos. Corvus also formed his own version of the Black Order when Thanos disappeared. Plus, he's married to Proxima Midnight and brother to Cull Obsidian, aka Black Dwarf in the comics. Depending on what happens in Infinity War, if Glaive is Thanos' right-hand man, we could see him acting as a stand-in for Thanos if the big purple guy gets temporarily or permanently waylaid in Avengers 3. And with a heavy-hitting actor like Peter Dinklage playing him, there's a lot of potential for Corvus Glaive to become a major MCU villain. That is, if he survives Infinity War.
Get up again.
But what do you folks think? Do you think Dinklage is playing Corvus Glaive or Pip the Troll? Are you excited to see him make his MCU debut? And which secret is hardest for him to keep? This or the ending of Game of Thrones? Let's discuss. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, and guess what, MCU fans? We are super excited to announce that Marvel is teaming up with us to host the Avengers Infinity War Marathon, leading up to the Infinity War opening night next week. And you can watch it all live. That's right, I'm talking about all the MCU celebs, all the onstage antics, and Dan Casey disintegrating before your eyes as he takes you through the 29-hour event. So assemble your lineup of Marvel movies and join us starting at noon Wednesday, April 25th, all the way to Thursday the 26th. You can watch on Alpha or on Nerdist YouTube or Facebook page.